high mountains and deep fjords, picturesque cities and crystal-clear lakes, majestic waterfalls, and striking landscapes. Thanks to its amazing diversity, Norway is considered one of the most beautiful countries in the world. In this video, we compiled the top 10 most attractive places in Norway. You should visit in order to feel the charm of this Nordic, but such a vibrant country. Number 10. Alesund is one of the most striking and remarkable cities, not only in Norway, but in all of Scandinavia. Geographically spread over 7 islands on the country's west coast, Alesund serves as a starting point for exploring several popular fjords in this part of Norway. The city's iconic landmark is its architectural style. It was formed after a devastating fire in 1904, when the large settlement was reduced to ashes in a single night. But every cloud has a silver lining. The architect who restored the city decided to enhance it with features of the Art Nouveau style, so popular at the time. Nowadays, Alesund is one of the few cities in the world built in Art Nouveau style. Although the city is located far north of all the Scandinavian capitals, the Gulf Stream keeps its climate quite mild, with the average temperature of the coldest month of January around +1 degree. Number 9. The city of Tromso is located well beyond the Arctic Circle, so Norwegians often refer to it as the capital of the North and the Arctic Gateway. People come here to enjoy the stunning Arctic landscapes, watch birds and whales, go hiking and fishing, and see the northern lights in winter. Many travelers start their journey straight from Tromso Airport to the island of Senja, often called Norway in miniature because of its abundant nature. Thanks to its picturesque views, Senja is a true paradise for photographers. At the same time, it is still little explored by travelers and is an excellent destination for active tourism away from civilization. The major attractions of Senja include the Troll Museum, the bizarre Sedla Mountain, a series of peaks called the Dragon's Teeth, and a variety of other natural gems. Number 8. The rich landscape diversity has made Norway a true paradise for waterfall lovers who can admire their number and gigantic size. The height of the largest one exceeds 800 meters, while 1/3 of the world's 30 highest waterfalls are in Norway. Choosing the most beautiful one is almost impossible, and Norwegians tend to change their minds in routine surveys. For example, Låtefossen is noteworthy for the giant cliff that divides it into 2 arms merging back into a single stream at the foot of the cliff. One of the most visited waterfalls in the country is Voringsfossen, which is more than 160 meters high, and its popularity comes not only from its beauty, but also from its extremely convenient location near the highway Oslo-Bergen. Although the waterfall is impressive in size, it was officially discovered only at the beginning of the 19th century. Number 7. Located at the northern tip of the homonymous fjord and surrounded by picturesque hills, Oslo is the largest city in the country. Its agglomeration counts about 1.5 million residents. The Norwegian capital impresses with its architectural complexity and the number of creative modern buildings. Being the country's main economic, political, and cultural center, Oslo maintains a quiet, even slightly provincial atmosphere. It is also a great place to live, with many parks, greenery, more than 300 lakes, and several dozen islands pertaining to the city. Thanks mostly to the environmental focus, Oslo was even awarded the title of the Green Capital of Europe in 2019. At the same time, Oslo offers a lot of cultural and historical attractions, including the fortress and castle on its territory, the National and Opera theaters, the Royal Palace, and numerous museums, which are among the most popular. One of the most noteworthy is the Oslo City Hall, where the Nobel Peace Prize is awarded yearly. Number 6. Trolltunga is one of the most famous rocks in Norway and worldwide. Located near the town of Ado, this natural landmark is known for its unusual shape, resembling a tongue, which gave it its name. Besides its shape, this rock formation has another special feature. The Troll's tongue hangs over an abyss in front of a picturesque mountain lake, at the height of about 700 meters, permitting you to take truly breathtaking photos. This is why many tourists traveling to Norway try to include Troll's Tongue in the list of places to visit, but it is not so easy to do. To get to the site from the starting point of the hiking route, you have to walk a total length of about 14 kilometers and then the same amount to get back. Usually, such a walk takes from 10 to 12 hours. Number 5. Often called the King of Fjords, Sognefjorden is the largest fjord in Europe and the second largest in the world. Its total length exceeds 200 kilometers, and the height of the surrounding rocky shores rises to 1,000 meters. The fjord's depth is no less impressive, which reaches 1,308 meters. In the summer and cold seasons, fjord cruises are extremely popular, but they are not the only attraction for travelers. On the banks of the fjord and its branches, there are many picturesque settlements in scenic valleys. The UNESCO-listed wooden church, which is the oldest in Norway, numerous hiking and biking trails, sightseeing sites, and even the oldest family hotel in the country. Finally, there is the terminus of the Flåm Railroad near the village of Flåm. This extraordinarily scenic railway line, which is only about 20 kilometers long, not only has the world's steepest ascent, but was also recognized in 2014 as the best railway tourist route in the world. Number 4. The country's oil capital and Norway's fourth largest city, Stavanger, is considered one of the most expensive places to live and visit in Scandinavia. But there is also a bright side to this aspect. The old city is well preserved, the local street art festival is considered one of the oldest in the world, and the plethora of food facilities have made it the culinary mecca of Norway. Still, the main distinctive feature of Stavanger is the abundance of natural attractions in the vicinity of the city, the main of which is considered Låtefossen. Here are two of Norway's most popular tourist magnets: Sorag with its famous pebble and Preikestolen, a rock that has become one of the country's landmarks. This giant cliff, rising 604 meters above Låtefossen, is so popular among travelers that it is visited by more than 100,000 people annually during the summer period. Number 3. One of the most beautiful cities in Scandinavia, Bergen is located on the picturesque shores of the North Sea, protected by an archipelago of islands. During its 1,000-year history, it has been Norway's capital and the most important seaport of the country. Although Bergen is Norway's second largest city, it has preserved the flavor and charm of a small provincial town. At the same time, its most famous attraction is the magnificent Old Promenade, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Thanks to its good location, Bergen is often chosen as a starting point to explore several popular fjords at once, but the city itself is also worth spending a few days in. Fans of the panoramic views can take the funicular, and when standing at the lookout point, it becomes obvious why Bergen is so often called the heart of the fjords and the city on 7 hills. Number 2. The Lofoten Islands represent a picturesque archipelago in the Norwegian Sea in the northern part of the country. Their gorgeous scenery featuring vibrant fishing villages, rugged coastlines, and towering mountains attracts many travelers each year. Although the islands are above the Arctic Circle, the Gulf Stream gives them a mild climate, and even during the coldest months, the temperature rarely drops below 0. At the same time, there is a polar day from late May to July, and from fall to early April, you can see the northern lights. These days, the Lofoten Islands attract travelers not only by their spectacular landscapes, but also by hiking, skiing, fishing, diving, and even surfing. Man-made attractions include the longest Viking dwellings ever discovered and one of the unique soccer fields in the world, located on a rocky island. Number 1. Geirangerfjord extends only 15 kilometers, but is considered one of the most beautiful and most visited places in all of Norway. Moreover, it is one of only 2 sites in the country included in the UNESCO World Heritage List solely for its natural beauty. Being one of the Star Fjords branches, It is known for its turquoise waters and majestic mountains with snow-capped peaks on its shores. One of the popular attractions of the fjord are the waterfalls, the most famous of which are the Seven Sisters, the Groom, and the Bridal Veil. You can explore the fjord better by taking a boat trip, renting a kayak, or simply hiking along its shores. And finally, we couldn't skip over Spitsbergen, our special Easter egg for those who have watched the video to the end. Although Spitsbergen, or Svalbard as it is called here, is located far enough from mainland Norway, it features several distinctive qualities that we decided to add it to the list as a separate point. This archipelago, with an area slightly larger than modern-day Switzerland or Croatia, is considered one of the planet's most northern and permanently inhabited places. About 3,000 people permanently inhabit several settlements on its territory, and the second largest settlement, Barentsburg, is populated by Russians. The archipelago has its own airport, which makes it accessible to tourists who travel here to experience the harsh nature of the Arctic in its most unspoiled form. Svalbard is home to glaciers, rocky mountains, fjords, and diverse fauna of polar bears, deer, Arctic foxes, walruses, seals, and even whales,